What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Match reaction day, and it's a great day. Absolutely great day. You know, Leeds United have gone to a very, very good Leicester City team, and we've beat them 3-1. Now, I didn't see it coming. I was on All Leeds TV. We gave our predictions, and I said in my heart 2-2. But in my head, I couldn't escape Leicester winning. And these are the times where you're delighted to be proven wrong as a fan. And I was delighted to be proven wrong. The team really showed out today. Went toe-to-toe with a really, really good team and got the win. You know, it's going to be nothing but good vibes and credit through this performance and appraisal. So let's get into it, man. I want to get the goals out of the way so that I can talk about some individuals. Their goal, it was a misplaced pass that got intercepted. You know, and that Barnes-Madison link-up, you know, I knew it was going to happen at some point. You know, just with our current midfield situation. And they punished us, you know. And, you know, I did say that was going to be a weakness in terms of getting through the centre of our midfield, and they did that. And, you know, fair play to Harvey Barnes as well, man. He's improving as a player as the games go by. I thought he was getting a lot of plaudits last season way too early because his game was not anywhere near what it is right now. And he's just moving on leaps and bounds, and you can see it in his development, man. So, you know, fair play to him. But we didn't cry about it. We didn't get down. We didn't drop our shoulders. We've equalised, you know, 2 minutes afterwards. Luke Ayling into Bamford with a nice assist and a cool finish by Stuart Dallas. That's 1-1, and you know it was deserved. You know, that first half was such a. It was great. Overall, it was a great game to watch, but the first half was just so even. You know, we was both just going at it toe to toe, and you know, it was deserving. I think 1-1 was very fair at half time. Second half, listen, listen. Rafinha's pass for Patrick Bamford's brilliant finish, by the way. But Rafinha's pass, oh my lord, I'm gonna try not to keep praising this guy because it's going to sound like I'm a Rafinha agent or I'm on his team or something. I just love the way this guy plays football, and this was just one instance of play today where he was just dictating play. It was magnificent. What a pass. You know, anybody else is passing that to Matthijs Klick, who if on the eye looks like he's in a better position, but he threaded it through to Bamford, who just passed it round, and Bamford put it in the top corner, man. And Bamford needed that. You know, he a little bit out of form lately, fair. But you know what? Patrick Bamford isn't like a lot of strikers. He doesn't shy away from it. And I've always given him this credit in terms of just keep on going. He just keeps going. You know, other people may not have taken the shot the way that he took it, but he did. You know, today's Bamford was the Bamford we saw at the start of the Premier League season. And he was just on point today in all round. But that finish, fair play, 10 out of 10, top corner. We're back with the lightning size, man. We're back with the good vibes, yeah? We're back with that. 2-1. And then as we've been hit so many times when we're chasing the game, we hit Leicester on the break and get the third goal. Really good block by Virgil van Dijk today. And he's back to being Virgil van Dijk. And then I cannot remember who passed the ball to Bamford, and very sorry about that. But Bamford ran through. Looked like he was going to get the goal himself, but then Jack Harrison appears out of nowhere, and it's a really good pass from Bamford just to slide it across, and Harrison did the rest, and that was all she wrote. You know, it was really funny for me watching the race because it was Bamford versus Johnny Evans. It was like who can run the slowest, but hey, but no, it was really good to see Bamford like play with that full confidence again, because in the game against Newcastle, and I mentioned it looked like he was just weighing on him a little bit that he hadn't scored in a bit. Looked like he was getting a bit frustrated. Today, man, it was full. This was back to the first half of the season, Bamford, man. All around his game, 2 assists, 1 goal. That's a great day at the office. Jack Harrison, tremendous game again. You know, he's putting it in, man. He put in some really good crosses where actually Bamford almost scored in the first half. With the ball was just a little bit too high. Harrison had a few good chances himself. Before his goal, he just had a really good game. I'm going to give some credit here to Liam Cooper. Liam Cooper today really he played it smart. He really played it smart today, and that's something that accused him of not having in the Premier League so far. But anytime he had a little hand on him by the opposition, he'd go down and win us a free kick and ease the pressure. He was really good today. He was blocking a lot of shots. Fair play to Liam, man. Good game. As was his partner Virgil van Strijk. Listen, you know what? This kid is going to be one of our first choice centre backs if he keeps progressing the way he is. He's just getting better game by game. You know, he gets a bit of stick when he plays in defensive midfield, but that's not his first position. He's a centre back. And for me, when everything is all fit and going well, and we've got all our centre backs fit, I want to see Strijk and Cock next to each other. I realise that them jokes write themselves, but listen, for me, going forward, from the options that we have, Strijk and Robin Koch would be my first choice pairing. But again, you know, Pascal, he played well. You know, it was his interception and block that set up that got that third goal all going. But that was just one of many instances where he was in the right place at the right time. Ayoze Perez was a ghost in this game today. He was nothing. You know, and it's easy to say that Leicester are nothing without Jamie Vardy, but that's a lazy take, because they're still a very, very good side and can hurt you with various weapons in their arsenal. So fair play to him and Liam Cooper for their performances. Stuart Dallas, Luke Ayling, listen, these two for me, I say it every time, it's very rare they have a bad game. They're 7 to 8 out of 10s every week for me in terms of what they give. You know, it's not the pretty stuff, but it's the effective stuff. It's the stuff that you need in games in the Premier League. I can imagine so many teams would love a player like Stuart Dallas in their team. He's just so effective in so many positions, and he took his goal really well today. Luke Ayling carried on. You know, there was no danger of him even wanting to be subbed after he got that gash on the head. He just wanted to carry on, bandage it up, and let's keep going. You know, I'm not one of those, you know, oh, he's kept going. I'm just saying, no, man, there was no issue with him. He just wanted to get on with it. We had a few injuries today. Rodrigo went down. It looks like it might be his groin, could be his groin. Hopefully it's not too long, if any time out. You know, we really need someone like him in there because of the touches and quality that he does have when he does get the ball. You know, I know he's been a bit inconsistent, but he's one of our better players, so hopefully it's not too serious. Rafinha went down towards the end. Please, whatever Leeds have got, baths, ice baths, masseuses, physios, let's get them all on this guy and let's get him all better, because we cannot afford to lose Rafinha. That's a no for me. I hope it was just like a dead leg or something like that, a little pull or something like that can be healed in quick time, because we don't want to be losing that guy. Because I want to just talking about him again, whether he was on the wings, whether he drifted inside, the guy was just dictating the play. This is what players like this do for you in a team. He was just tremendous again, and just another great performance. And just to add it to the list of already great performances he's already give us, he's just so good, so good on the ball, and his decision making is really good. He knows when to pass it, he knows when to shoot. I can't talk about the guy that much no more, man. I give him so much credit every week. You know, it's become like the Rafinha channel, but he deserves it, man. Players like this deserve their plaudits, because there's a lot of players that are very, very average that get plaudits, and it's just not deserved. You need to give creative players like this the credit they deserve, and another top performance from him. Just trying to think of anyone else. I thought Meslier had a good game again. Once again, a couple of passes that were, you know, misplaced. But again, as he goes on, as he keeps playing games, he'll eradicate those. I know he will. And we've got a solid number one there. No issues. Mateus Klick came on. It was all right, but again, his level of performance has dropped a bit, and it's disappointing, because Klick for me is. He's a Premier League player, but I don't know what it is at the minute. Maybe it's just form, but he hasn't looked the same for a few games now. And in it, I know that people were questioning him being dropped for a second game in a row, but there's obviously something there where Marcelo's not seeing what he wants, and he's trying to just take him out for a little bit. Can't complain with that. You know, you have to. No one's undroppable besides Rafinha. but no one's undroppable. You know, you just have to go with the best team that you've got or what you believe it is at the time. Just, hold on. Alpro, always good. They don't sponsor this, by the way, but you know, they could do. But yeah, what else? Where was I? On the Leicester side, yeah, on the Leicester side, I thought Cassius Michael had a really good game. He was one of those where when we sold him, because remember, we're the ones that sold him to Leicester. And I remember saying, why have we sold this guy so early? You know, I know that Casper has said things about Leeds and he's not really fond of his time here, I don't think. But for me, he's a top goalkeeper, and he showed it today. You know, he made a tremendous save from a corner where the disallowed goal for Click. You know, the tremendous save before Click knocked it in from an offside position. And he did that a few times today, man. He's a real leader, and you can see he's a top quality goalkeeper. No, you know, one of the best in the league. We took Castagna, we got him out of here. He was struggling today, but then they've got Ricardo, and this is what I'm talking about. Leicester, and this is about Leicester. You know, we've already heard that our chairman wants to follow the Leicester model. It's about the recruitment. You know, they recruit so well, and they don't spend an arm and a leg for players. You know, they sell them for an arm and a leg, but they get players in at a relatively cheap price in today's market. And that's what they've got. You know, James Justin from Luton has been a absolutely brilliant signing for them. He's done really well, whether he's playing left or right back. And credit to Brendan Rodgers, man. He's a good coach. I know the team ran out of steam last year because I had them down for the top 4 last season. So I was very consistent with it, and they dropped out in the last minute. But Brendan Rodgers does improve players. He's a good coach. I like what he's about. And to say that, you know, Leicester today didn't have Vardy, it is a factor because you're losing a world-class striker. And I don't ban that phrase around a lot. So when I say someone's world-class, you obviously know I mean it. And he's a world-class striker. So you're always going to miss that. But they've got a lot more weapons in their arsenal that could have hurt us today. But we got through it. Going forward, midfield for me is still an issue. The centre of midfield, we're still easy to get through. But, you know, we can't do nothing about that now. We just have to keep trying to impose our game on other people, on other teams for the rest of the season until we can get to the summer and look about reinforcements. That's it for the game, I think. I want to make just a quick note on something that happened on a stream, on a live stream recently. I'm not going to name the channel. Quite frankly, I've forgotten the name of the channel, so it don't really matter. But there was a guy on there. There's a white guy on there that called a black guy on there a derogatory term. And we've seen already this week about racism in football. Romain Sawyers and the West Midlands police arrested a man, 49 years old, big old man, 49. And for me, I'm on the stream element. I'm talking about, this is why when people ask me to go on streams, I'm always asking who's going to be on today. The reason why I ask that is because I don't want to work with everybody. It's not that I don't respect everybody. It's just that I'm very selective of who I want to work with. You know, I was in a job long enough where I worked with people that I just don't like and didn't like me in turn, which is fair enough. But I don't have to do that now. That's why I always ask people, oh, who's going to be on the stream? If it's nobody I like or respect, I'll just politely decline anyway. I'm not obligated to say yes. So that's why you don't really see me in a whole load of places, because I don't just say yes to everybody. But this is one reason why, because on the stream yesterday you got a majority white panel and a black guy on there, and the term's been said and no one's flinched. No one said anything, right? And it comes out after that they're saying that they didn't hear it and this and that. But they're talking rubbish, and this is a movie that we've seen as black people so many times. Oh, I didn't hear nothing, right? But this is what I'm talking about. If you don't vet who you're getting on your streams, if you don't look into who you're working with, you can end up looking like a clown. Because right now, all those people that are on that channel, I would never ever work with any of those people, never. So that's what I'm saying, and some of them may have not heard it, the ones that didn't have their faces showing. But the fact that the guy said, "Hey, you," and they said the guy's name, and they all looked at the camera, the ones on camera, they were listening. It's just like I say, if he had said, "Hey, you've just dissed my favorite football player," those guys would have all jumped in and say, "Hey, you talking about this football player?" They said nothing. It was just normal to them, and that's why you don't see me everywhere, guys. It's not an arrogance thing. It's not anything like that. Far from it. I'm just selective who I'm working with, and that's one of the reasons. Just one of the reasons I just don't go on every single show that I'm asked to do. And you know, I think they've made a statement saying that guy's never going on again. I don't care. But in regards to the Romain Sawyer's racism thing, there's been Reece James, there's been a whole others for some reason. I think, you know, racists are just having a field day at the minute. But I don't want to hear nothing about no education for a 49-year-old man. I want to see something going on this man's, you know, record, on his police record. You know, you cannot be giving a 49-year-old man a second chance when he's 49. He knows better. This is something that he obviously has in his heart and just wants to go with it, so punish him accordingly. Me, I'm all past that education stage with certain people. If you're a kid and you've grown up in that environment, fair enough, give him education. Not a 49-year-old man. Get something on his record. And because that's the only way that you're going to hurt these people. If you give this person, listen, you can't do this again, but we're going to send you on a course. Don't worry, it won't go on your record. You're not punishing them. That punishment isn't severe enough. But again, I don't like speaking on racism too much, you know, but this is my channel. I thought I'd just give my opinion on that, and just give a reason why I don't appear on every single stream that I'm asked to do. But yeah, but we'll end on a happier note and say, Leeds United, we're still in 12th place. I think we've got 12th place. I think we're just living there now. I don't think we can move at the minute, but yeah, we're another 3 points on the board. Good performance. Credit to everybody involved today. Being a really good Leicester team. Move on to the next one against Everton. Everton didn't look anywhere near good against Newcastle. They look very lethargic. If they play against us the same way, we'll beat Everton. We can beat them and do the league double over them. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I think that's it. This video's gone on long enough. Peace.